Hey everyone, welcome back to Wasted Paycheck Garage. Right now we're working on pulling this grill shell off because I bought a 7.3 powerstroke intercooler and we're going to put that in there somehow. Alright, so we got the grill off the truck for the first time in 3 or 4 years probably. And I held the intercooler up there and kind of guesstimated where they need to be, the holes for the inlet and outlet need to be. I guess we're just going to start cutting and hope for the best. She's a little concerned, but I think it's going to come out okay. I think I'm going to actually cut a hole right in here to run these hoses through because I don't want to take this off and I also don't want to put it on the front of the intercooler. But just kind of playing it by ear here. I'm sure it'll be fine. Alright, so it's been a couple hours of hacking away with the grinder. And so what I've done so far is notch this right here to inset the bottom of the intercooler. And I think it'll be strong enough still. I mean this is angle iron on the bottom and I can't move this. And if need be, I can always come in with a piece of sheet metal and bend it in the back and lay it in there and weld it in there. So I have the same amount of material, just in a different shape. And then I cut this piece out up here to inset the top part where it mounts. And then took a 4 1/8 inch hole saw down here and then matched it up with the other hole. Same thing over here. Matched it up with this existing hole, just so it kind of looks like it wasn't an afterthought and an afterthought. And I'm going to set the intercooler in there and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So if I haven't mentioned already, this is a factory intercooler out of a 99 or a 2000 7.3 powerstroke. And they fit pretty good as far as width and height. But it does take quite a bit of manipulation to get this thing in there. Now the biggest challenge is going to be getting this hood latch bracket on there. Looks pretty close now actually. And this is going to go back a hair. The biggest challenge is going to be getting that hood latch to fit. And I know for a fact I'm going to have to cut that upright support out and build a new one that comes out in front of this intercooler. But other than that, it's a pretty good fit. And then after I get the hood latch and everything in there, then the next thing is to see whether or not the grill is going to clear. The back side of the grill is going to clear the front of the intercooler there. But this is what it's going to look like, and I'm pretty happy with how it came out. But I'll keep you guys posted. Alright, so it's been a week exactly since I worked on this. I pretty much only have time to work on this on Sunday afternoons. So I'm coming back and trying to figure out, where I left off and everything. And I think the next step is for me to make a mount that goes on these little bracketry things here, right here. And I've got these pieces of rectangle tubing. And this actually came off of the bottom of that Super Duty seat that's in the cab. And they've just been laying on the floor for a couple of years. And so I'm actually going to cut this middle section out. I have 2 of them. And these fit perfectly inside of that little bracket. It's a perfect fit. And so I'm going to make something that comes up into that bracket like that. And then I'm probably going to put a flat plate that comes off of this right here and hugs the bottom of this core support and just has 2 bolts right here, and then have that bracket come up and go into there, and then you just drop that intercooler on to those 2 brackets and then lean it forward. That's the current plan. we'll see how it works out, and I'll update you guys as soon as I maybe get one side mocked up. All right, so I had to come up with a new plan because I noticed that that piece that I had was a little too wide, because I just noticed that that's actually tapered, which is kind of hard to see from this angle. But this is actually tapered, so that wasn't sitting all the way up in the top. So I went to the farm and grabbed this piece that was 1 inch wide. Unfortunately, I didn't have any square stuff, so this rectangle I have to do. That old piece was 1.25 inches, and this is 1 inch. And then what I'm gonna do is actually reuse these bolts that hold the inner fender on. And I just made this piece here that just slips onto those bolts. And then I'll put nuts on the outside. And if this ever comes off, this core support and all this come off, this will have to come off first. I mean, all this on the front will have to come off first, so it won't be a big deal. I don't ever have to take those bolts out. I mean, I literally did all of this to the truck. I mean, I restored this truck, and I never once touched these bolts, so I don't think that I ever will. But I'm just gonna reuse these 2 bolts, put some lock washers and some nuts on there, and then this will give me a good base to weld my tubes on here that come out and go into here. So that's the current plan. I think it'll work. So far it seems to work out pretty good. And I'll make another one for the other side. And then that's really the most difficult part of mounting the intercooler. The most difficult part of the whole project still is gonna be this hood latch support right here. And this where the actual hood latch mounts, because it's gonna be very difficult to make the factory one work with this. It's gonna have to do a lot of cutting and a lot of re-welding and remaking of all this stuff. But it's no big deal. It's been done before. I'm sure I can figure it out. But this is the current plan. All right, so it's been about 2 weeks since I did that last update, and I haven't really been recording much. I haven't been working on it a ton, but I did fabricate some mounts. I had to use a different tubing. I just grabbed some from the farm. But these are the mounts that I came up with. They're not very pretty, but they will work. I just need to take them out and paint them. And I got a matching one over here. Now all I have to do is drill the hole on the top for this top bolt on both sides. The last thing I have to do on this front part is make a way to route my oil cooler hoses, because my oil cooler is going to be in the middle here. And I actually did make some intercooler pipes, and I didn't record it because I had to teach myself how to TIG weld to do it. I've TIG welded probably twice before this, but I taught myself how to TIG weld, and I made some intercooler pipes, some tubing I ordered online. It's not perfect, but it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. So these are what my intercooler pipes are going to look like. I tried my best to not make them look hideous and stick out, you know, and block half the engine bay. And I made it so I can still see the engine, still get the valve cover off. I initially had one running over the top, and it looked so bad that I had to immediately rethink that design. But I think it came out pretty good. Not bad for my first time. The next ones will be even prettier. The next step is to get all these intercooler tubes all clamped up, get that blow-off valve back in there. And then, unfortunately, I don't know if I'm really gonna run it with the intercooler. I'm probably just gonna take it all back apart and yank that engine out of there and get ready to start putting that new engine in. I'd like to have that engine put in there sometime in July, mid-July. And so that's the plan currently. But this is what you guys missed. This is what's currently going on. All right, everyone, this has escalated majorly. My hood latch really didn't work at all, and that was kind of unforeseen. So I took my factory hood striker off. It's laying in there in that pile of junk somewhere. And I started over and I made one from scratch, and it works, but the hood doesn't close as far as I would like, so I'm thinking about redoing it. But things have certainly escalated. I've got a spacer in there. I'm redoing the support for the hood latch out of something thin so that it'll fit in front of the intercooler. I laid these absolute killer welds, you know. You always want to put the best ones on the backside where no one will ever see it in a million years. Except for me when I take this apart inevitably in 6 months for some terrible reason. But slowly but surely, we are making progress. And I know I'm kind of stupid, but I kind of want to have this truck back together for, you know, tomorrow. So I can drive it 100 miles down the highway without test driving it first. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I don't have high hopes because, you know, it's already 1 a.m. But, you know, that's half the fun, right? Well, you guys, I'm going to call it here for the night. This is about as good as fitment I think I'm going to get on the hood. The gap came out halfway decent. At least as good as it was before. It's not the best, not awful. And I got the grill trimmed. I didn't cut this all out. I put a V in here and I folded this down. You can see it's still back there. I just folded it. So everything is kind of, sort of in the truck. The hood latch is in the truck. Everything is tightened up, adjusted. The only thing I have left to do is put the 40 bajillion bolts that hold this grill shell back in. And then I have to do a ton of trimming on this very nice, expensive, partially chrome grill, which I'm not looking forward to, because I think those are like $150 if I remember right. But I'm gonna have to hack away like 50% of the material, at least on the bottom side, to get that grill to sit in there nice and tight. I want this truck to look, you know, halfway decent. At least as good as it did before, close to it. I think it's gonna look okay. That's really the last thing to do, which I'm not gonna do tonight because I'm tired and I'm thirsty and I just wanna go in and go to bed. But I think I may be able to drive this thing tomorrow. I guess worst case scenario, I just go without a grill. But I don't like doing that kind of stuff. So I'll see you in the morning. Alright everyone, so I apologize for just totally not finishing the last intercooler video. It's been done for about 2 or 3 weeks now. The only thing I have left to do is make some braces that go here to replace the factory one because it doesn't fit anymore. But I did finish the intercooler pipes, and I had to completely redo the hood latch because the hood latch hit the top of the intercooler. It was turned into a pretty big project there at the end, but I was up till like 2 o'clock in the morning and 4th of July working on this thing so I could take it on a 100-mile road trip, and I did pretty good. It's just been sitting here since then. But I had the MSD box over there unhooked, and I accidentally hooked it back up to a battery positive terminal instead of an ignition terminal, so the battery's totally dead right now. But I am going to get this thing loaded up because I'm taking it on a couple 100-mile road trip tomorrow, so hopefully I can get everything sorted out. I took it on a 100-mile drive right after I finished this intercooler project, and so this one here got too hot to even touch after cruising down the highway for a few hours. But this one, I mean, you could just grab it and hang on to it, so obviously it makes a difference. My intake air temperature never saw over like 86, which was pretty good considering it was over 80 degrees out. But yeah, came out pretty good. Just a couple little things to finish up, but I'm getting it ready to go. I had this little plate etched by a little local etching place. think it came out pretty good. But that's it for the intercooler video. Hope it was helpful. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, this has been Wasted Paycheck Garage.